welcome to ZSR2, or welcome back if you're joining us from ZSR1. We just had Game 1 of the ZeldaSpeedRuns Random Tournament Season 1 lower bracket finals between Mr. Alberto and ChromaQ. For those of you who don't want to get spoiled, here away, all the others. Mr. Alberto is one game up, and now we're game 2, so Mr. Alberto about to fight for their ticket to the grand finals. Without further ado, let's switch to the layout and let's hand it off to our commentators again, to ChromaQ and to Instant Matrix. Take it away, Claudia.
So this is going to be very, very interesting to watch, because already we've seen these two duke it out, and they were very, very close for the entire race. But now we're about to see them duke it out again, this time on a different seed, hopefully one, as Chroma seems to wish, hopefully without Tower of the Gods, but we'll see what happens.
I think most runners wish for no tower or no Earth Temple. But here we are, we're getting right into it. We're T-10. And we're just going to see something real cool, I think.
Yeah.
Here we go. And they're going. Alright, let's try and scoop up those hints real quick. A Needle Rock start. Interesting.
Both of them, I think, peaked the fire chest. Ooh, Forbidden Woods to Helm.
Oh, we got the Golden Trinity. It's the 3 fastest dungeons. This is going to be a good one. Bird Peak Foolish, Boating Foolish, Rockspire Foolish, Paw Print Foolish, Islet of Steel Foolish, Needle Rock Foolish, Mail Foolish. Wow, okay. So a lot of Sphere Zero just knocked out right there. A shield possibly required. That's going to be alluding to the cave chest on Angular.
Yeah, these are...
Phantom Ganon has a Hyoi pair. Oh, you know what? That's very interesting, because that means that all you need for Go mode on Fortress is the hammer.
That's true.
You don't actually need the sword. You can just skip Phantom Ganon.
These are admittedly some weaker hints, but they're not useless.
No, not by any stretch. And we're just going to see Chroma swimming straight to Cliff Plat. And meanwhile, Alberto is taking us to Crescent, where he peaks, and then he's going to double back and maybe try for Rockspire or Northern Fairy. Oh no, he's going way back. I guess he wanted to check Great Fish. And then he's going to non-save warp. Already we're seeing a huge divergence in routing. Alberto prioritizing peeking over world, and Chroma chasing hints.
Yep.
There goes Chroma, using storage to clip through Cliff Plat. Check the highest isle early. I don't know. Okay, so it looks like he's going to store it to maybe take it to a fairy island, I would guess. Because Bird's Peak Rock is hinted foolish.
Yep.
He won't need to swim there. Meanwhile, Alberto repeatedly saves scumming to swim off of Needle Rock and check some more locations. Chroma struggling to swim away from Cliff Plat. So once he leaves the sector, we will hopefully find out what item he stored. But if I had to guess based on the hints, I would imagine it's a grappling hook or at the very least an item that will lead to grappling hook. Oh, he's taking it to Headstone. He wants to do top of Headstone early.
definitely an interesting route, but not completely unwelcome. He can't peek it from here, it looks like. We have hints sorted.
That's good. Compared to game 1, it took a little while for us to get hints, but we were on top of it this time.
Yep.
Chroma about to scoop up top of headstone. Alberto had... Oh, that's the grappling hook? Oh my gosh.
One heck of a place for grappling hook.
So, I have to wonder, what did he grab from... What did he grab from Cliff Plat that was supposed to lead here? Was it bait bag, perhaps? Or whatever that item is going to lead to bait bag eventually. Alberto looking to pick up another hint and check 2i Refacto. Yeah. He had grabbed Mom's letter at some point. I missed that.
Yeah, that was Angular top, I believe.
Yeah.
It was note to Mom.
Gotcha. Chroma pulling out all the stops.
Marked anything.
Looks like it was Ghost Ship chart that he picked up.
Ah. That would do it, wouldn't it?
And I really am digging Chroma's start this run. Chaining top of headstone to Southern Ferry, all with storage. And he gets cheese. Oh, okay. So he only has one cheese. There we go. Meanwhile, we're about to get another hint from Alberto. Great Sea has the bait bag.
Ooh.
So, what? Oh, then, okay, so that's pretty funny. That means bait bag is probably Ghost Ship.
Oh.
If you think about it.
That is definitely interesting.
Yeah. So as soon as Alberto visits Cliff Plat and finds, or if he does top of headstone, he's gonna peek top of headstone and see grappling hook. Yeah, and now he's probably figuring, bait bag is in Ghost Ship. He's going to pick up some rupees and check Beetle while he's at it. We're seeing a little bit of a convergence on routes as both of our runners are on Dragon Roost.
Stonks.
Oh. Getting a little bit of a sync issue.
There's still
I couldn't quite tell. Was I mean, I'm back now.
Beetle was
I couldn't tell on Chroma.
20 rupees.
Yeah, that's a bargain. I couldn't tell if on Chroma's screen there if it was a spiky chest for Fly Around Island.
It looks like he's going for it.
Yeah, so I suppose it must be. He kind of got the important storage overworld checks done. Because Bird Peak is foolish, so he doesn't need that. I think Alberto's like following right behind him in decisions at the moment.
Yeah.
But whereas Chroma has the advantage of already having his hands on grappling hook, Alberto has overworld knowledge advantage from the peaks that he did around the ocean.
And the thing is, technically, grappling hook isn't required this seed.
No, it's not.
It is completely possible to do grapple-less Forbidden Woods.
It is. And, I mean, I think Chroma grabbed it as a, like, just because it was an opportune moment. Alberto, he may play it safe and grab the grappling hook anyway. But I could see him just totally skipping it.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know that Chroma ever actually saw that it was grappling hook, so he just went for it anyway.
No, he didn't. He just grabbed it. That's what I'm saying. Like, he grabbed it because it was, like, an opportune moment. But Alberto may just elect not to go back for it. We'll just have to see. Ooh, that was cutting it close for Alberto. Gave me a little bit of a heart attack there.
Issue with these tricks, it seems.
Okay, so now they both have a sword. Oh no, what are we talking about? Dragon Roost is... I mean, grappling hook is required because of Dragon Roost.
I'm dense. My bad.
It's all good. Can he get it a second time? Chroma did not get the slide a second time. He nailed that trick on game 1.
Yes, Jari, thank you.
Alberto's gonna be picking up his ghost ship chart here from Cliff Platt in just a moment. Typically, when you see forwards route DRC, you'll see runners skip straight to big key chest, so that they don't have to come back down on their way up. But when you do backwards DRC, you will save it for the end, because if you're counting keys correctly, you can actually skip this check if you figure out it's a key.
Yep. It's definitely a very... It's definitely very important to count your keys correctly. Because there are multiple places where you can do that.
Meanwhile, Alberto trying for early windfall this time around. Last game he left it until more than a half an hour into the run, and it paid off. And I guess this time he figures it's a good opportunity to knock out the 9 or so Sphere Zero checks.
Chroma with some all dungeon strats. But he misses the jump slash. Triforce shard from Tingle.
Can we get a twofer? That is very close to a vanilla Picto Box placement, yeah. Now, if the jail chest has the deluxe Picto Box, that would be pretty awesome.
Be hilarious.
It's a spiky. Meanwhile, Chroma has the keys necessary to climb forward in the dungeon now.
All the keys are
and
just
now
right
he definitely
here.
has all the... Yeah, he definitely just has all the keys now, so that's fine. Probably going to see something closer to just vanilla strats as far as progression goes. Without fire arrows or bombs, he's going to be relying on those sticks to make it through the dungeon.
Meanwhile, Alberto's just found his second Triforce shard at the maze chest. I guess not maze chest, but the jail cell.
Yeah, so 2 shards on Tingle, basically.
Effectively, yeah.
That could potentially save him a lot of time in endgame overworld scavenger hunt.
See Chroma picking up his feather. He doesn't have the spoils bag, but just in case.
Yeah, in Season 1 settings, you pretty much always want to be collecting those spoils, even if you don't think you're going to need them. Because you never know. I do like that in Season 2 settings, we start with all of the spoils we need, we just have to find the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Blue Chew. Blue Chew were definitely something.
That feels a little more fair because they're like static locations and they're one-time drops.
Yeah.
Unlike Last Seed, it seems like Dragon Roost is not really coming up with anything super useful at the moment, although we do see one spiky chest here.
And it's Leaf.
Deku Leaf.
Okay, that's pretty good. That
Immediately
is,
starting to use it.
That is Forbidden Woods completely open.
Oh yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Chroma is going to Woods immediately after this. He may try to chain a swim or two off of Dragon Roost first. Secret meeting photo is just rupees. So Pictobox has yet to be useful until Deluxe Pictobox later. That remains to be seen.
Very, very quick DRC clear, which is always very fun to see.
House of Wealth is a dead check. And more rupees. Okay, so aside from the 2 shards, Windfall is not really amounting to a whole lot at the moment. We're going to see probably a save warp to get back to shore, and then maybe he swims somewhere else. I think we're going to see a big emphasis on dungeons from Chroma and an emphasis on overworld from Alberto. And once Alberto picks up that grappling hook, he'll finally move on to Dragon Roost Cavern. There's our first Tingle statue out of 3 from Chroma. So between this game and the previous game, I think we've seen 3 out of 4 Tingle statues in dungeons.
Yeah. It's all
Alberto's going for Ghost Bag.
Want.
Did I say Ghost Bag? I meant a Ghost Ship to get Bait Bag.
I was about to say, how do you know it's a bag?
I'm going to call it. Watch this.
Yep, it's Bait Bag.
See, and the reason for that is because Cliff was hinted to DRC, and Grappling Hook is on top of Headstone, which logically requires Bait Bag. And Cliff had Ghost Ship chart, so that's why I imagined that would be so. And it looks like my hunch was correct.
Now we have Chroma showing off one of the little ways that HD combat is different from SD combat with mini-boss. In HD, the jump slash and the quick spin into each other do insane amounts of damage. So with Master Sword, a jump spin can one-shot a Moblin. See, nice early hook shot. No more hover this seed, folks. Yes, that is legal.
It might be technically legal, but morally it's questionable.
Yeah.
So it looks like in light of getting Bait Bag, ooh, there's another sword for Alberto. So Alberto, he finds Bait Bag, immediately goes to Outset, and picks up some bait. The plan is probably Big Pig, and then chain that to Headstone to get that grappling hook.
But how's he gonna do Big Pig if he doesn't have power bracelets?
Oh, that is true. That is
He didn't
true,
get
and
a
that's
green
why
shoe
we have
drop.
2 commentators.
He was trying to get a green shoe drop and he didn't get one, so now he has to sword hop halfway across the island.
It's not much of a time loss because he still needs to check Mesa anyway, which he's going to do right now.
But it is a
Probably
little
check Forest of
unfortunate.
Fairies right after.
But again, he doesn't have power bracelets or bombs, unless this is bombs. Nope, it's Cabana Deed.
And now Chroma is sitting here with... So this is probably boss key. He doesn't need to do any... Yeah, he doesn't need to skip boss key because it's just right there. Which means he gets to open this and find a sword right away.
All of the swords.
Yeah.
Those are really early swords, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, we found the swords pretty quickly in the other seed, too. It was just a matter of actually getting to them, because one of them was in Wind Temple.
I more so meant that these are pretty low sphere checks, but yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, no, that I'll agree, 100%. There goes Alberto.
Swimming into Ice Ring?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Perhaps that was a mistake. Or no, he just wanted his boat back. Okay. That's just faster than save warping. Very clever, actually. I like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you know, they're tied up on swords. Alberto's probably heading to Dragon Roost right now. That would make sense.
Looks like it.
He'll get caught up on the dungeon items, being Leaf and Hookshot. By the time he's done with that, so he'll be up a bait bag, which may not matter depending on whether Big Pig amounts to anything. Because bracelets may just not even be in this seed. If they find bombs. Actually, they'll have to find bombs because it's logically required for Fortress entrance. Unless they actually skip the bombs. See, so, like, this is the cool thing about these 3 dungeons in particular, is that they're very easy to just open up and just rush through, with very little to go off of.
It is completely possible we could see a bombless braceletless seed.
Yeah.
We could just see these runners skip both of them just for fun.
I mean, it wouldn't even be for fun. Like, both of those items together, it definitely bombs. Skipping bombs would skip, like, a bunch of overworld. So, if they could manage to pull that off, that would be a huge time saver. Alberto picking up his skull necklace. Feel like both of these runners are just gonna be flying through this dungeon, having just done it in Game 1. It's still fresh in their minds.
Yeah.
The other 2 dungeons, this will be their first time playing it today, outside of warm-ups that they might have played before racing.
Chroma
Not
trying
that...
to peek Crescent through the middle of the island, and landing before he can turn around.
Yeah, I've never been great at peeking Crescent. It is a
never
little
been great at
trickier than
peeking
it
for
looks.
swims.
Alberto spying a key. He's definitely going to want to take that so he can avoid backtracking later.
And that's golf. It's Horseshoe Island, but for some reason I just kind of know it as golf. And now we get to cheat at golf.
I mean, I agree with Jari. Like, if they can skip bombs, they're gonna. Because again, like it would just cut so many checks out of Overworld. Plus, it's just logically early access to Fortress. Okay. We'll see if Horseshoe Cave has anything useful.
Mothula are kind of annoying to fight, to be honest, without bow. But it pays off. With a bow.
Indeed. So, Chroma once again having the advantage on bows. And that came from an overworld check, too, so... depending on when Alberto decides to go there, it might be a while before he finds that.
And then we got the salvage core. There's bombs. That is Sphere Zero Bomba.
That was 2 times that was Sphere Zero bombs.
It's pretty cool. I say cool, it's more so lucky.
Yeah, so the only thing Chroma needs is the hammer to just have full clear on both dungeons. And it would just be absolutely wild if this was the hammer right here at Horseshoe Platform.
That would be absolute cinema if this was hammer. Nope, but it's Furor's Pearl. Ever since we got into the semifinals, nobody's been doing the safe strat with the horseshoe platforms.
Yeah, I find that interesting. But I think it's just because it's so easy to just chain it to Diamond Step.
Yeah.
He's got hookshot anyway, he may as well just go. It's right there.
How I would route it, definitely.
Speaking of hookshots, Alberto is not too far off from his approaching the top of Dragon Roost. He'll find his at the mini-boss.
Meanwhile, he's got his Tingle statue. Let's see, is Chroma gonna get this any easier this time? Yes, he is. He gets the bomb push clip first try.
And he does see a spiky chest here
And
for
it's
another Tingle statue. I mean,
4 out of 5.
That's only a feels bad if it ends up leading to nothing.
That is...
But I think everyone would agree that an item now is better than an item later.
All it is
Alberto teabagging on the top. Yeah. Alberto was flexing on the Bokoblin with some teabagging.
First, you gotta
thought that was pretty funny.
Assert dominance.
Absolutely. Especially when you're in lower bracket semis or lower bracket finals.
Alberto's hook shot, and Chroma is going to check Forest Haven. Which was not hinted foolish. That might have been last seed.
That was last seed.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have yeah, if you haven't checked the Forest Haven items, this is like the preferred way to go about it.
Yep.
So he was able to peek both locations. A little bit of a fumble on the charge for the sword hop. That wall is a little tricky because if you're too far left, you fall off. If you're too far right, you... Oh, no. If you're too far... Yeah, so if you're too far left, that's what happens. But if you're too far right, then you just end up back inside. But this is an opportunity for Chroma to pick up a small island, which is what he looks like he's going for.
Meanwhile, Alberto has full sword.
He made sure to remember the Knight's Crest this time. Now is a shield that Chroma just picked up?
That was.
Okay, just making sure I had that right.
Yeah, you're good. Having failed the item slide hop, he's just gonna do this quick leaf usage. And it's time for Forbidden Woods. While Alberto spins in circles waiting for... waiting for Goma to do something.
For sure. Chroma going for leaf pumps to a ledge grab. There we go.
That's definitely one of the easier leaf pumps in the game.
Yeah, it's a good one to practice.
It doesn't
I
seem
think
like
Forbidden
a lot,
Woods...
but that one Boko Baba bulb is a lot slower.
Yeah, he peeks the upper chest and moves on. Forbidden Woods is... I do like that dungeon. It's very quick. And it's great practice for just sword hops in general.
So we got first try storage. We're gonna get chest storage here and take that all the way to Tull Room to skip the one small key, I assume.
Yes, for sure.
So the question is he gonna do this? Nope, he's gonna do the SD route with grapple. I don't blame him, that's what I usually end up doing, but I have learned how to do it without grappling hook. The first race was pretty close, loud. It was just that at the end of the day, Chroma didn't find his light arrows fast enough. Having given up on the SD route, instead going for grappling hook skip.
Alberto's about to pick up his bow.
Yep. Alberto choosing to use the boomerang instead of the hook shot.
It's just less menuing. He already had it out.
True. So what did Chroma store in that first chest? I don't remember if it was spiky or not.
It was a brown chest.
Okay,
and I
so
think
it's probably
peeking
ash.
tall room, he saw that it was not required.
Yeah. Seeing
Yeah,
that
here comes the save
Mothula
warp.
is dead.
The other, that's the big advantage to using the storage route, aside from skipping the key, is that you can save warp out of that room, since you've already checked past vines.
Yep. Alberto gets his bombs. So, the left chest here, this chest is hinted. This is a shield.
Yeah, so that'll help with the Angular Isles check. Alberto is caught up on the Pearl.
Almost found fire and ice.
Forgot to add Alberto's bow.
Fumbles the slide hop, though.
Excuse me.
And Morph Pit is also something. Man, Forbidden Woods is kind of loaded. Spoils bag.
Enemies are giving him a bit of a struggle.
Bopped off the ledge by a green chew. So, is he gonna do? He is gonna do Basement Cliff.
And very cleverly pulls out Leaf so that he can get out of the water sooner. Or rather, so that he just doesn't even end up in the water. He's able to make it to the door a little bit sooner. Is this going to be small key or big key? It was the small key. I mean, it's a 50-50 now whether the boss key is in the vanilla location. Oh, but actually it's not, because... Okay, so the big key is probably just double Mothula, which unfortunately doesn't save him much time because... Oh, there's his skull hammer! So now he's got full fortress clear right after this, if he wants. Although I wouldn't be surprised if he takes care of Ice Ring before that.
CJ Slender, I don't know. I don't know why there's a redeem to set Makar on fire or how that works. I assume it's just a point waster. Just like, hey, look how many points I have.
Yeah, I mean, getting boss key here, if it were me, I'd probably still pick it up just because it saves the effort of having to do the skip.
It's not boss key.
Oh, perhaps boss key was in locked chest, and
yeah, I think it was locked
it was
chest.
hinted.
Also,
And you just decided not to grab it.
Storage?
Yeah, well, because storage lets you just walk right through the door.
Oh my god.
Have you never seen that?
That is insane. No, I've never seen that.
Yeah, no, that's...
His third Triforce shard, I think, from that chest.
Yeah, and then this would be his 4th after defeating Kali Demos.
HD showing just how much of a pushover Kale Demos is by using HD's damage system to just completely annihilate him in one go.
Here comes Alberto doing his Forest Haven checks, and he'll probably be doing Forbidden Woods right after that. So it seems like, you know, again, Alberto has traded dungeon tempo for overworld advantage. So it's just going to be a matter of time to see where the runs converge again. But just visually, strictly visually, it looks like Alberto's kind of just following Chroma.
Yeah. Oh, it was a Tingle statue that he stored. He just marked the Triforce shard early. So he has 3 Triforce shards and all 5 Tingle statues.
Yeah. Based on what he told us in the interview after the previous game, I would imagine he's looking to check Tingle pretty soon.
I wouldn't blame him.
Usually when the seed gives you all 5 statues, especially before the 3rd dungeon is even done, it tends to be a sign.
Chroma checking his mailbox and just getting rich. And now he's doing Beetle Swim. Oh, but he splooshes on Ice Ring.
I think that's where he wanted to go, but he just had too much speed approaching.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, some islands, especially like the main islands that take a lot to load in, you have to approach them with a specific amount of speed or less. Otherwise, the water itself is just not loaded, and you end up splooshing. So yeah, something like this is much better.
Got some little safety move backs, I guess. I don't know what to call them. Maybe flicks.
Yeah, I think that's appropriate. We'll see if Alberto is successful in the storage route for this room, and he does it.
Yeah. First try.
Yeah, and
Ooh, this is
again,
a little
like I
sketchy,
said,
though, right there.
just a little. Yeah, like I said before, it makes sense that that Chroma would want to check Ice Ring before moving on to Fortress.
And because of item sliding, we don't have to worry about Iron Boots for this check.
I'm not entirely sure why Chroma doesn't just jump attack with the Skull Hammer after a freeze. I feel like that's faster than waiting for the cooldown on the arrow and knocking another arrow.
Yeah, that did feel a little strange, especially because he already has Skull Hammer equipped.
Yeah. Alberto taking the traditional route down to the bottom of the room. He's going to be picking up his Skull Hammer pretty soon. I should have marked... I think he should have his fire arrows by now. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, so he's... Okay, so he's doing the basement checks first before checking the Vine Maze.
And he also skipped Locked Tree Trunk, which means he's also not going to find his boss key unless he backtracks.
I don't think he plans to. He's probably just going to skip it.
He's also going for the item slide clip instead of the hook shot. It gets him there in the end, but it's a little interesting.
I suppose, like, if you like, because the spot to aim for with the hook shot for that strategy is a little finicky. So if you know the item slide strat and you just know you can just get it first try, I don't blame him for going for that instead.
Yeah.
Also, like, more often than not, you don't have hook shot going into that check, so like it could have just been muscle memory playing.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
And here comes his Fire and Ice arrows. I believe he grabs Spoils bag here too.
Yeah, Spoils is Mothula, or not Mothula, Morth Pit.
Yeah, having a bit of a struggle getting through the vines. There we go. A little slide will fix that. Ah, right. It was a
Only
shield
going
that he
for
found
Big
there.
Octo. Which Alberto already did this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alberto
he
found that already. Yeah, Spoils bag was in the pit. That's what it was. I knew it was nearby. I don't remember what the hint was from the Octos.
It was bait bag at Great Sea.
Oh. Yeah, that's right. We had that. That was like right at the beginning of the run.
Yep.
It's an interesting way to get rid of those Mothulas. I've never done that. I usually just hit them with the bow.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of kamikaze bomb strats. Because I would rather keep my health, because I kinda suck at the game.
Oh, that was a statue. Okay, so I guess he's gonna go for the out of bounds clip, rather than try to go for more storage attempts. The bomb push storage is like one of the more difficult methods. Good recovery from Alberto. He's able to save the strat.
Meanwhile, Chroma is taking on his Forsaken Fortress. Cruising right past Phantom Ganon, because we don't need to talk to him today. Jail cell is apparently something. It's a bottle. We got Grandma again.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
It would be really great if Grandma had cheese a second time.
What is this route?
I mean, this isn't surprising. A lot of people take the lower route. I think you and I are actually like the odd ones out, where we like to take the upper route through these rooms.
Yeah.
But especially because he had to.
The odd one out, but this is. I don't. Even like Jari doesn't do it like this. Oh, but
light
arrows.
Okay, so Chroma is just on the hunt for cheese at this point. He gets one from here and one from. Well, no, he gets one more from here, so that'll put him at 4. So he's looking for 4 more cheeses
And
for
he
go
needs
mode.
A sword.
Right, and the sword, but we know the sword is coming based on overlapping with Alberto's checks. And Alberto is taking us to Bomb Island.
Alberto's going ahead and just biting the bullet again.
Yeah, I mean, I think in general, Alberto is a player who is not afraid to go for those checks.
Yeah.
With the backward slide again. I mean, what else are you gonna do at that point? Magtails always take a couple seconds to come out of the lava.
Yeah. Got the item slide up the Helmarok Tower. I'm never doing that vanilla ever again. Even if I'm doing a normal playthrough, I'm never going up that tower vanilla ever again unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely one of the most fun slides, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I believe Alberto picked up a 4th piece of cheese there.
Yes,
from Bomb Island. Maybe, hopefully Chroma learned his lesson from last time and actually goes to Bomb Island early enough for it to not hold him back.
He's checking Eastern Ferry. Wallet.
Yeah. Like, checks like wallet. I mean, items like wallet and, like the mail and, like, Ghost Ship Chart. They're kind of like in-betweeners, you know? Like, they don't actually help you get through the game. They just give you permission to check somewhere else instead of getting the item where you got that item. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, it definitely feels better than getting junk to get one of those. But, you know, it's kind of just like a delayed reward instead of an immediate reward. Here comes another fairy fountain check. Meanwhile, yeah, Chroma's picking up his,
4th Triforce Shard.
His 4th Triforce Shard and 3rd dungeon clear. Chroma is now on the overworld grind to look for the rest of his Triforce Shards and that last sword. Wait a second. So Alberto save scummed 2. Yeah, because Mail was hinted foolish. So he save scummed the rupee wallet, but then he went and got another rupee wallet from another fairy. That's funny.
Does he have a wallet or not?
No, he does not have a wallet. He didn't keep either of them. But I will mark that he at least found both of them.
Chroma doesn't seem like he found anything from Tingle. So now he's off to his windfall trip.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Alberto, again, not afraid to show that that he's willing to do those out-of-the-way checks.
Light arrows. Light arrows were in chest on bed, I believe.
Yes,
In
light arrows were on chest on bed. Yeah. So, Alberto will definitely find that at some point. It's just a matter of when he decides to visit Fortress. He's currently up a shard and up a sword. Like, they both have 4 shards, but when we know that he's guaranteed another shard from Helmarok, so he's effectively up 1. In that sense. Plus he's up a sword. Chroma still has to find his last sword.
Yeah.
But Chroma has maybe like the tempo advantage, having already been finished with his 3 dungeons. Before Alberto can make any meaningful progress on the rest of his checks, or at least in tandem with it, he's going to have to spend some time going to defeat Helmrock King and collecting those light arrows. But I think he's just on the save scumming grind
Yeah, he definitely is.
So again, maybe not as intense as the previous race, but this is still definitely a close one. It is still either player's race at this point.
Going to Shark Island to hit Cyclos. Meanwhile, Creeb was a Joy Pendant.
Yeah, and Alberto, he had checked Cyclos last seed accidentally because it was hinted foolish. Or he was about to and realized after reaching Shark Island. But maybe his efforts will be rewarded this time around.
Iron Boots.
Iron
We
Boots
don't need
are
those.
Absolutely useless this time around. Iron Boots were required and also found early before.
Oh, accidental hint reread.
Yeah. Those always feel annoying. I'm like, just be quiet. King of Red Lions, please.
Yeah,
but,
a hint reread is one of two things. It's either a frustrating accident, or it's a sign of very bad things.
Okay, well, we are still unsure of whether there will be a payoff for that Cyclos because we got a Moblin letter that we can't check just yet.
Time for the little piggies.
The pretty far swim going across the ocean to get to Thorn Ferry.
But he gets it because he's just Alberto. He's just him.
We haven't really seen either player. Well, actually, Alberto checked Ura Windfall pretty early this seed. It's kind of funny they swapped compared to the previous seed. The Chroma waiting to check it this time around. Both of our runners getting rupees at the same time.
Gotta keep them wallets full, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's easy for Alberto because he got rid of both of them.
I swear, that's one of the reigning rules of Zelda randomizers, is your wallet has to be full when you collect a rupee. Every time you get a rupee check, your wallet has to be full so there's nowhere it can go.
Yeah, well, that's why I play 100% sometimes, so that I can spend my rupees.
Yeah. Fifth Triforce Shard.
Okay.
And Picto Box.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Picto Box we know is not going to amount to anything, but Chroma is going to get yet another shard here, I believe.
Yes, he is.
Which will put Chroma up a shard. Once again.
It's been a very interesting back and forth.
I just realized I had both of their streams muted on my end. I've just been watching them in silence this whole time. But now I can hear Alberto's gameplay. I don't know why it was like that, but at least Chroma got his wish to not play tower.
That's true. No tower,
Alberto,
no problem.
Alberto was betting on Inner Chest not having anything and hangs out near the portal just to save that little bit of time. And you might think that's a bit overkill, but when it comes to speedrunning, you don't overlook any of those small details if you can help it, especially in a race.
Let him cook.
It's those little considerations that separate, you know, like the pros from like the next echelon down. He was getting a bit of a slowdown on Alberto's end. That's kind of where the difference between console and emulator makes a difference. Because that would never happen on Simu. Yeah, so unfortunately Chroma's probably going to be wasting a lot of time with the rest of Windfall here. I don't think there's anything meaningful to get. Unless Maggie had something, I forgot.
I don't think she did. Yeah, $20.
Alberto
Oh, you know
picks
what?
up his bottle.
I forgot Chroma never got a fairy.
Well, Chroma also hasn't visited fairy fountains yet. He's likely going to Northern Fairy after this. Yeah. Yeah. Chroma has spent most of his run in dungeons so far.
I don't remember where Last Sword was, but BVet wants to know.
Not gonna lie, I also don't remember.
I kind of want to say it was Outset, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Alberto picking up his light arrows. It might have been under Grandma's house. Or Jabun.
Also, yep, happy 1 hour. We are an hour in, and Chroma is 3 items from Go mode. Alberto is 2 items from Go mode.
Yeah, Chroma is up a shard, but he's down a sword, so that balances out. And then outside of that, he needs 1 more shard. So Chroma's only 2 items.
But he needs 2 Triforce shards.
Or 2 Triforce shards, yeah. Math is hard. Yeah, no, Chroma has an item advantage at the moment, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, outside of not having bait bag, but that may not even be relevant.
Right. Chroma probably knows that Ghost Ship has bait bag, because of where he found Grappling Hook.
There's wallet. But he save scums it away and doesn't bother to get a fairy.
Well, there's no reason to get a fairy if you're save scumming. Plus, he hasn't been to Outset yet, so he could easily grab a fairy from the Forest of Fairies.
That's true. I always find it very funny
Thorn Fairy now.
I always find it very funny when there's a bottle at the Outset Great Fairy.
Oh wait, Alberto should have a 5th shard here. Okay. Yeah, he's only missing 3, and he's about to pick up number 6 from Helmrock King. Unless he just marked it early. I feel like he probably just marked it early.
About that. What wallet do you see on Chroma's tracker? Just to make sure, what wallet do you see on Chroma's tracker on the restream?
The wallet he got was from, I think that was Northern Ferry.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out if things are showing up properly, because yeah, now he has a wallet mark, because some of the icons aren't loading for me.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Also,
I just marked
remember
the wallet there.
Yeah, he scummed it though, so it doesn't. He doesn't have it.
That's fair, but Mail is also hinted dead, so it's inconsequential. And we get Deluxe Picto from Tingle. So, you know, we'll see if that leads to anything. But it doesn't look like he wants to check just yet. Also, that shard he marked was just a preemptive mark for beating Helmrock King. He does, in fact, still need 3 shards, Alberto.
Yeah.
So he is just on that scavenger hunt looking for them. If Chroma ever actually takes the time to go to outset, he could close the gap. Having said that, Alberto just picks up another shard from Hoskett. I don't think Chroma actually has that one yet.
I don't think so either, no. Chroma going for Star Island.
Yeah. Actually, I think those are just the 2 shards that Chroma needs, is Hoskett and Bomb Island.
No, he didn't. Okay. Honestly, I love the noise that the light arrows make.
It is very satisfying.
And he got the collateral with the moblins. All for naught. Okay, well, Alberto is functionally go mode. Yeah, Alberto is functionally go mode. All he needs is to go kill Helmarock. Or did he already kill Helmarock? I don't know.
Yeah, he killed Helmarock already.
Okay, well, it's not marked on the tracker, so I'll mark it.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, that was my bad. He's both of them have beaten all of their dungeons already.
Alright. We're gonna see either of them get Grandma. I think Alberto's about to now.
Right, but we already know Grandma doesn't have anything, right?
Oh, right. I forgot.
Because the last 2 shards are like Chroma's last 2 shards are Bomb Island and I guess that was Northern Ferry. It was one of the fairy islands that gave a shard.
It's not Northern Ferry because he's marked it off. I feel like he scummed Northern Ferry.
Chroma's finally making his way to outset.
So for a short moment, we have both runners in the same place. There's the last
Chroma finally
sword.
finds his Master Sword.
And power bracelets are behind Outset Great Fairy. That's definitely a place to put them. Oh, it could be Big Pig. Alberto's last shard could be Big Pig. But instead, we see both players going for Orca 10 at the same time.
I mean, just depending on how lucky these guys get, this has the makings to be like an extremely fast seed. Like, we're only at 109, and Alberto is one item from Go mode.
Yeah.
Like this could be a like somewhere around 120. Depending on how lucky Alberto gets.
Honestly, if you got lucky enough, I would believe you if you told me the seed went below an hour.
Alright, so they're both about to pick up. Yeah, they both just got Nero's Pearl. Yeah, so the shards, because that's the big thing, is the shards. 2 of them were at Tingle. 1 was on a fairy island. One is at Bomb Island, which is one of the ones that Chroma has to find. And you have 3 from bosses, so yeah, I guess maybe there's just 1 shard that's unaccounted for, unless we forgot something.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, because Chroma didn't check Bomb Island, but if he's checked all the fairy islands, there's Cabana Deed for Chroma. If he's checked all the fairy islands,
I could see the unaccounted Triforce shard being somewhere in Cabana.
oh, but Alberto spies Transparent being spiky. I guess he's gonna snipe the windmill from up here.
He is, wow.
Or from down there, I should say.
Makes it look easy.
I mean, if this is the shard, then Alberto pretty solidly wins this match.
No, it was Iron Boots.
Oh no, it was Iron Boots. I forgot about that.
Where is he going? Okay, back to the island. I was about to say...
Yeah, no, that's
where does he
pretty
think he's
standard. You
hopping
just
to?
Yeah, that's pretty standard to use the chest to hop back to the island.
Now we let him cook again, but this time we know he's not gonna cook.
He's gonna order takeout.
Chroma finds his power bracelet.
Alright, he's gonna go check Creeb and... What was that, a Joy Pendant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creeb was just a
Meanwhile...
joke. Oh, Bomb Island! No, ghost ship! At Bomb Island.
Yeah, so... Oh, maybe Chroma didn't realize that this is just gonna be bait bag.
He may not have. But now he knows, and now he's at Bomb Island, so he's gonna pick this up anyway, I think.
Yeah, he'd be a fool not to. Yeah, so that's gonna end up being his 7th shard. So, at this point, it's a race to find that last shard. But, Alberto you know, Alberto grinding out Overworld, it's gonna pay off, you know.
Almost showing the secret meeting photo to Minenko.
You can do that if you had a deluxe Picto box when you took the secret photo. Delivery bag. Oh, but that means we might see a payoff for that Moblin letter. Forgot to talk
Alberto,
first.
forgetting you have to talk to him first. Bomb Island was dead. Wait, Bomb Island was dead.
Did we just misremember where the shard is?
Maybe. Because Chroma just zoomed in on it with the telescope and save quit out.
I feel like that's not right, though. We made a big deal of Alberto getting a shard at Bomb Island. Maybe he just didn't see it correctly. I wonder if that's going to be a DNF.
That would be the most unfortunate way to DNF that I can think of in this moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Shard was on Thorned. Okay.
Yeah. Alberto hasn't done Big Pig on this run yet, has he?
I think he has, and it was nothing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I still think that one unaccounted shard is on Oasis somewhere.
Well, it would have to be the Labyrinth.
Yeah. Speaking of Oasis...
Yeah, he was trying to get there before, but he messed up a swim and had to try again. Well, that was interesting movement from Chroma.
Oh, Chroma got the void out.
He certainly did.
Returning to Tingle Island. Why is he returning to Tingle Island?
I don't think he actually checked. I don't think he actually checked ankle. That was just Alberto who did that.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he doesn't have Deluxe Picto Box yet.
Okay, right. Now he has Deluxe Picto. We know Minenko is nothing. It isn't it? Yes, it is. There's the 8th Triforce Shard, and that is Alberto's Go mode.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a lot more one-sided at this point than the previous race was.
Yeah.
At least at this point now. With Chroma being down 2 shards, I don't see any way he can get caught up at this point.
Not unless...
There's Chroma's delivery bag, at least.
Not unless Alberto gets absolutely ruined by Puppet Ganon. Which I don't see happening.
No, I don't think so either.
But he's going
Chroma's
to
at least
Cabana.
finally checking Cabana. Now that he has the delivery bag. But he is still down a shard, and like I'm pretty convinced that it was Bomb Island and he just missed it.
No, wait, I think I know what it was. I think it was Hosket. I think it was Hosket that was the shard that Chroma's missing.
Oh. Did I really just, like... Yeah, he hasn't checked Hosket yet. I guess I'm just, like, misremembering. Or, like, conflating seeds. Because we did just have 2 races back-to-back, so...
yeah, it's not unreasonable.
My apologies to anybody who got confused by any of the call-outs I was making. But everything should be pretty clear now.
Yeah, in order for Chroma to catch up at this point, Alberto would have to crash at least 4 times. The collision on the rats is so weird. They just fall through the floor all the time.
And there's no soup this time around. Looks like Alberto wanted to try to pick up some extra magic, just not take any chances. Lands the YOLO shot.
Chroma trying the YOLO fairy clip
That's
and missing.
2. He didn't get the 3rd. Okay. And he waits it out to get the easier shot on the 3rd one. I mean, Alberto is sitting very comfortably. Like, this is his race to lose, and I don't see any way he actually could at this point.
Yeah. This is
still a great
pretty
showing from
locked
both
in.
players. Yeah. Fortunately, Chroma's very close to... Yeah,
He just marked it off. Yeah, he's going to check Hosket.
I think he figured it out. Yeah, a little too late though. Here comes potentially a trog shot from Alberto. I think his angle was a little off. The tail wasn't flailing in the correct direction. Usually you want it bobbing straight up and down. Opts for just a standard YOLO shot.
There he goes.
Yes, there it was. So Chroma is finally go mode. However, you know, again, like the race is pretty much decided at this point.
Yeah.
Based on Chroma's pace for like go mode to game clear, like his high rules are usually somewhere around 7 minutes, I want to say. So Chroma would be looking to finish somewhere around 129, 130 or so. Meanwhile, Alberto here probably looking to finish by 126, I would say.
Maybe
even sooner than that, like a 125 actually. Especially if he nails these first 2 phases.
Yeah, if you're good, the Ganon fight is only like 2 minutes max.
Not even. Ganon could be like a 1-minute fight. Yeah, because this phase is gonna take maybe another like 10 seconds. And here comes the final shot. Skips the cutscene and time.
Oh man.
I mean, if we retimed that, that'd be more like a 124.12 or 124.11. But very impressive. GG's to both of our runners for putting on some performance indeed.
Yeah, this has been a treat to watch.
Yeah. I think Chroma saw...
Yeah, I think that pause was him tabbing. I think what happened was that pause was him tabbing into race time, and then he's just decided he's going to finish anyway because he's so close, he may as well.
Yeah, that's respectable when you're already on the climb to the tower. It's a very close run, all things considered.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess we're just waiting for... Alright, there they are.
Hello.
Hello.
GG's, fellas.
GG's.
Yeah, I mean...
So...
I mean, yeah, just thoughts. What are you guys thinking?
I'm curious, Alberto, to know when you had all your dungeons done.
I think it was at the 1 hour mark.
Yeah, I think I had mine done at like the 45-minute mark. I, for some reason, decided to route, like Cliff Plat was hinted, and I decided to go straight to top of Headstone, and I just like opened up the entire seed from minute 2. So from there, it was just literally dungeon rushing, and then finishing FF with like 45 checks like remaining and 30 something available.
Yeah, I forgot to go to Cliff Plat early. I missed that hint. I was like, oh yeah, I should have gone to Cliff Plat. So took me longer than I really should have. I think that was a pretty decent mistake, not going straight to Cliff Plat.
Well, but it may have been a blessing in disguise because you spent most of the first part of the run save scumming to check lots of the like out of the way overworld checks, and getting that hint that bait bag was at Great Sea from 2i Reef. You getting that hint way earlier than Chroma did was huge, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean,
it did help me. Yeah, I feel like you couldn't you have come to that conclusion without that hint though?
Yeah, that's what I realized immediately upon finding the grapple. Like I had stored the ghost ship and found grapple, and in that moment I realized that ghost ship had bait bag, and I tried to skip it for the entire seed, and I only went after power bracelets, which ended up not being required anyway.
Was that a mistake that you stored ghost ship? Because Bird's Peak was not in logic.
I swam to top of Headstone from Cliff Plat. I didn't go to Bird's Peak.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so I had the grapple instantly, and then I chained that to Western, and that's where I got my cheese that I ended up thinking I had gotten on DRI or in DRC later. It was literally like the entire seed open at 1 minute, because I just had grapple out of logic, and then every dungeon led to every dungeon.
Yeah, DRC had the leaf to go to Woods, and then Woods had the hammer to go to Fortress. And you could have even gone to Fortress without a sword, because Puppet Ganon was hinted foolish. I mean, not Phantom Ganon.
Yeah. Even then, it was so hard to find those last cheese, so it wasn't just a pure dungeon rush seed.
Yeah.
Right.
We had a bit of confusion at one point, actually, because we thought that we saw cheese on Bomb Island when it was actually cheese at Hosket.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that kind of threw us for a
Husky
loop.
cheese was
a little bit,
hinted.
Yeah, I think it. When it says Dragon Roost Island has shard, I'm assuming that doesn't mean the dungeon, or it can, but it's not like Goma shard.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. I was
Yeah,
trying
like
to
the
think
boss
back
shards
so
are not
hard,
ever
and
ended.
I couldn't even
I
remember if
remember-
I'd gotten a shard in the dungeon, but I was like, just in case, I'm just gonna check this.
I remembered getting when I had Goma that I marked off 2 pieces of cheese, and I thought that one of them was in the dungeon, but it was actually the Western Fairy cheese that I had just forgotten about. So
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Or maybe it was Thorned. I think Thorn had the cheese.
I didn't think. Did Thorn have cheese? I didn't think so.
No, it was Western. I'm confident.
Right, gotcha. Yeah, I knew it was one of the ones that had the hammer to get into it, like vanilla
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah,
Last
this seed
seed I
had a
did-
lot of stuff coming.
Yeah, I think I went maybe my first Windfall trip around the hour mark, and then I finished my first Windfall trip around the hour mark, and then I finished my first save scum off Windfall like 15 minutes later. It was just like so long dead checks. It was
Yeah.
kind of absurd.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to
We
figure
were-
out is like, why is it that like, okay, we get hinted male dead, then the 3 fastest dungeons, and yet it's still not in the teens for a time. That's what I don't understand. Like, why is the seed so slow?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just here in the corner, like crying and wishing I could consistently get times in the 120s.
I
We
just
all
wish
are.
I could get
But,
sub 2 consistently.
Yeah, no, like we were saying, this was no joke. Like a sub 120 if Alberto finds his shard quickly. But it did take you like a couple extra minutes.
I just full clear again.
to find
full
that last
clear
one.
every time. I full cleared both seeds today.
Yeah.
I skipped Cyclos in this one, and that's it.
I mean, I think that was what it was. Because Alberto had checked Cyclos to get Maggie's letter. I mean, no, the Moblin letter, and then the Moblin letter led to nothing. After
so I skipped
having
2
to get
things, I guess.
delivery bag. Yeah, after having to get delivery bag from, I think it was Minenko who had it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was like Tingle had a Picto, Minenko had a delivery bag. You need to find Cabana somewhere, right? It was just. I think it
I
was
got
Tingle
delivery
that had
bag
Picto.
super late. I got it extremely late delivery bag.
Yeah,
And,
as soon as I found it, I went to Cabana, but it was already GG's at that point, from what it seems like. I'm
Yeah,
trying to think of like what the optimal route would be, and it's so hard to do naturally. It's really hard, but it's possible, I guess, to just route in Tingle in the middle of. I tried to go to Tingle before Windfall. That was a mistake I made. I warped there before freeing Tingle from jail because I had all the statues after going to the dungeons, and for a
That's
while
why
I
I
had
got
Tingle.
confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something you don't think about, especially if you tend to do Windfall early, because freeing Tingle is like usually like the second or third check you do in the entire run. But if you're putting off Windfall, then that is definitely a consideration. Like if you happen to find all the statues first, you have to remind yourself go to Windfall first.
Yep. I feel like I had the choice to also go to Outset before Windfall there, and if I had gone to Outset then Windfall, I might have routed very differently. Because Outset had a sword, just Sphere Zero, that I was missing the whole time.
Yeah, that was another thing. Because for a while you were actually up on shards versus Alberto, but Alberto had the one sword over you, so it kind of balanced out until the routing kind of shone through.
Yeah.
I noticed Alberto, at least in both of these runs, Alberto tends to go after the overworld checks and try to put off dungeons longer, whereas you liked to kind of like tackle the dungeons first and do overworld later.
Yeah, I definitely felt like this was a good seed when you had two like a DRI hinted to Forbidden Woods and Forbidden Woods hinted to FF. It felt like the right idea was Dungeon Rush, but when you have so much shards left in the overworld and they're that hard to find, it doesn't really matter which comes first.
Yeah.
Right.
At that point, it's just being efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried really hard to save my warps and routing off Windfall, swimming to everywhere that I basically wouldn't need to warp away, or I could save a warp for later, which is what put off Southern Ferry for so long again this seed, and put off revisiting Tingle or even going back to DRI. That's something that I still stand by with the routing, like save your warps for when you can, but when there's so much dead overworld and you don't need to warp, then you end up putting off some, like I put off Outset for no reason really. It was check dense and it was early sphere, and I saved the warp and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, I mean, either way, like, it's just sad because, like, Sphere 1, I feel like, had almost nothing. And usually Sphere 1 is pretty dense. And a lot of Overworld is Sphere 1. But nope, Sphere 1 was, like, trash.
Yeah, there was, like, there was one sword in Outset, and I guess you were expected to get, I mean, even Ghost Ship chart to bait bag wasn't Sphere 1, because technically you needed Leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Leaf was in Dragon Roost. So was that a double dip, or what was it?
I think that's
the same thing last seed. The exact same thing, I think. 2 seeds in a row where you need Leaf to get to the boss key check.
Yeah, it was a logical double dip because you needed Leaf to get to bait bag eventually, which was supposed to get you
grapple. Oh, so this was a logical double dip, yeah. And it was also gross that last key was in the boss key room. So then you're not supposed to be able to have Leaf. You're supposed to go to DRC, get Leaf, and then you're supposed to, I guess, leave, get grapple, then go back and check the boss key and get the small key. So even if you're trying to go through the region early without grapple, you can't do that either.
Yeah, I remember I always, when I'm going forward, I check the big key instantly, and it paid off having that small key. But I went to Horseshoe right after Dragon Roost, and finding basically Sphere 0, bow, and bombs made me kind of regret the instant dungeon rush.
Was bow Sphere 0? I didn't think bow was Sphere 0.
It was not Sphere 0, but it was the cave chest at Horseshoe, which you can get glitched Sphere 0. So you would have needed to gamble, because both Leaf and Hookshot were in Dragon Roost, so you couldn't have gotten the golf chest, but the golf chest was dead, and Horseshoe was just really stacked. Or maybe Horseshoe didn't have bombs, but Salvage Core did, and I got them
Salvage Core had bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with Paul Point Foolish, that was where you were going to check.
Yeah. Horseshoe was open pretty early, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, all in all, like, it looked easy on the surface, but it really actually did require some pretty advanced, not only techniques, but routing, to get times even, like, close to what you guys managed. Like, despite all of that, you guys both still managed, very respectable times.
Yeah, this was for dungeon combo like this, you always dream of, like, oh my god, I think I realized I was at the hour mark needing 3 more items, and it was just like 35 plus locations accessible, and it's just a gamble. I think both seeds just kind of came down to like a gamble at the end, and I had a lead in dungeons, but never made the right overworld choices, and less efficient full clears. Because obviously, if you full clear as well, I'm not losing in the gambling there, I guess. No, like, high roll shenanigans this time or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, at that point, it's like a matter of, like, execution and efficiency, and, like, the little things just add up over time.
Yeah, I don't know, me personally, I always, like, full clear the Sphere 0 and 1, so my mentality is, like, efficiency early. But then once you hit, like, that, like, 1 hour mark, I think you just shift gears, and you really have to go, like, where's the most likely place for this 2 items, and just go there, and you don't necessarily have to be efficient, because if you find it, and you skip a bunch of stuff, then that beats efficiency. But
yeah,
it just didn't work out too.
Part of me is, like, coping. I'm trying to think back to, like, man, is there a world where it's a really correct or good choice to route in Cabana? Because I think that was really it. Like, if you did early Cabana, your chances of go-moding the seed were, like, exponentially higher. Yeah, because if I had gone to Cabana early, like when I had peeked the top chest, and then if I had remembered that Hosket was a hinted piece of cheese, I would have skipped like 20 something checks. So
Yeah, I could have also gone to Cabana. I chose not to because it was out of logic for me. And it's just really unfortunate that I found Delivery Bag at Windfall. It's just so dumb. So, yeah, I mean, you have the Cabana deed, so, I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea to go to Cabana. I don't know. I don't like Cabana deed skip, but I guess, yeah, this is a really good Cabana deed skip seed.
yeah.
Yeah, especially with grappling hook so early, and then like getting Skull Hammer just through dungeon dungeon routing. Like you don't even need the storage route. You could do grappling hook clip through the roof.
Yeah.
Like
It's
the
not an easy
options
trick,
were
but
there. The options were there, but like in season 1 settings, I feel like it's just one of those places you tend to put off, like Bomb Island and Star Island, like places like that.
Yeah,
I
it's always high spear. Every time. Cabana is always late.
I mean, well, think about it. Logically, it requires so much. You need delivery bag. You need the deed. You need grappling hook. You need Skullhammer.
Yeah, so there's a pretty high chance it's not going to have anything.
And waterfall chest logically requires hookshot or leaf too. So that's like 5 items altogether to logically full clear.
Yeah.
You know, thinking about it though, I feel like, you know, Tower of the Gods has 3 pearls, a bow, and bombs, and leaf to logically full clear. But I feel like we get entrance to Tower of the Gods way more often than we get like an early entrance to Cabana. I still feel like Cabana just ends up so late in the spheres for some just luck of these season 1 settings.
Yeah, but we've had a lot of Cabana seeds where you need to go there. A lot.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is my exit from season 1 now, so I don't gotta worry about this logic anymore. I'm on to dungeon entrance rando mode, so that'll be fun.
Yeah,
to figure out.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the big draws of season 2 competitive play. Hopefully, we can get those asyncs started up soon. Like the weekly asyncs, maybe even stream some live races on them, like near the end of the week. After everyone else has had a chance to run it.
Yeah. We've got 1 or 2 matches left. It's now Mr. Alberto, like a lot of us predicted, clawed his way through the losers bracket. Like that Loudscapes meme, every single door he came to, it was the Grim Reaper, were all eliminated, and now it's Alberto versus Mason. So, Mason gets instead of doing like a grand finals reset and winning 2 sets, the way this tournament's set up is Mason has a 1 game advantage, so Alberto still is on his tournament life, but all he needs is 2 wins, and that's the end of the bracket.
Oh, so it's not 2 matches, it's 1 match is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's 1 match, and Mason gets an automatic game in hand. So it's essentially 1-0. Yeah, it's like 1-0 Mason right now, and 1 set.
Yeah, so you can kind of think of it like a bracket reset, except it's just on like games played rather than like an entire match.
Yeah, you get a bracket reset, but it's now best of 1. You know,
exactly.
Like
it's a bracket reset on a best of 1. Exactly.
I have to win 2, and he has to lose both.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Those happen simultaneously. Yes.
Yeah. Unless I guess you could win and Mason could tie, and then you both win. You know, that's no.
I'm just kind of reminded of that one quote regarding like bosses versus player character. They need to win every time. You just need to win once.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if you guys had a dead tie in grand finals, that would be like a Carl Jobst video at that point. Like,
we get summoning salt.
Yeah, or like Abisoft or whatever, like any of those guys, it's getting featured somewhere. Well, I mean, unless you guys have any other thoughts or comments or anything, we'll say, good game, Chroma. You played very well all the way to the end.
Thank you,
Alberto,
thank you.
congratulations, and good luck in your matches against Mason in the finals. And to ZSR, thank you for hosting us again. And to our audience, thank you for sticking around and watching this now almost 4-month-long tournament.
Thank you guys for
We've been going
commentating,
for a
Mercury
while.
and Insomnia.
Thank you, and thank you for being co-caster with me, Insom. Definitely helps.
This has been a lot of fun. I'm glad I could be here.
Alrighty then,
All right.
I'll take over. Thank you all so much for watching, for commentating, for playing, all this kind of jazz. I hope you guys had fun with the double feature. And well, that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. Have a good evening, good day, good weekend, and see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.